Have you ever heard of the term marrying up? Allow me to introduce you to the concept of networking up. And by this I mean, keep company with the big girls and boys, the wise ones, the high flyers, the real deals. With effort and intentionality, you'll become the company that you keep. I'm not talking about only hanging out with chief executives or senior level managers here, although you should most definitely approach them as well. I'm talking about surrounding yourself with high performers and high achievers, no matter what their organizational titles or rank. These are the people who have a strong work ethic, who are ambitious and driven, who are humble and generous, who are disciplined and tenacious, who make things happen, who try even at the risk of failure and embarrassment, who bring their A game all the time and insist that you do too. A network filled with these types of people may be intimidating initially because they can be demanding. They'll make your nerves dance a little bit, but they will inspire you to be better at everything you do and become the best version of yourself. Face it, being the best of the bottom of the barrel or a big fish in a small pond is not a compliment. It might make others view you as a slacker by association, and that's a toxic perception, especially when you're just starting out and trying to prove yourself. So, select your associates carefully, or as I like to say, curate your circle. It's natural for you to think that you're not good enough to associate with the movers and shakers, but snap out of it. Stretch yourself and don't let any naysayers stop you. You'll steadily gain confidence once you realize that these people are receptive to you. That's the first step. The second is to seek out those high achievers and connect with them. Look around your department, your organization, your community, and your industry to identify those whose character, style, skills, and knowledge impress you. The rest of the steps are all up to you. Allow me to introduce you to the 5 benefits of networking up. First, learning opportunity. When you fill your sphere of influence with wise professionals, you will inevitably learn something from their successes, mistakes, failures, experience, and daily habits. It's up to you to observe, listen for, and absorb the lessons. The reverse is true too, though. If you find that your network comprises people who are comfortable with the status quo and who don't care whether they or you succeed or fail, then you're likely to espouse those negative habits. Second, better accountability. When you network up, you're also signing yourself up to be accountable for whatever goals you set for yourself. These people are driven to achieve, so they expect the same from you. All of a sudden, now you've got a network of people holding you responsible for your own good. They will check on your progress, motivate and encourage you, shoot down every one of your excuses, give you advice and tools, and even some tough love, and they'll help you put things into perspective when you're faced with big decisions and barriers, or if you fall short. And then they'll challenge you to try again and again. With this kind of support, you'll have no excuse to give up or to not take your own growth seriously. Third, they're a source of inspiration. Even though the associates that you admire and want to emulate are not perfect, they are inspirational to you anyway. If you spend enough time with them, you'll find yourself doing what they do, doing what they ask or imply, and doing the right thing. That's what happens in general when you connect with people you see as role models and as guides or teachers. Their actions and experiences and accomplishments and wisdom compel you to follow their lead and strive to be as good. Fourth, it's a reason to stretch yourself. Networking up may feel like you're in a secret competition with your connections. This motivates you to step your game up, to catch up with them, to keep up with or outpace their moves. This healthy challenge is a good thing, even fun. The more you stretch yourself, the better you get, even if you fail. And the better you get, the more opportunities, networking or otherwise, that are going to come your way. The more opportunities come your way, the closer you get to your goals. And finally, it's an exercise in humility. Amid all these high performers, inspiration, and competitors, it's impossible not to feel humbled. After all, you're surrounded by people who have stellar brands and whose reputation precedes them. Humility works 2 ways here. First, you're humbled by the caliber of people around you. Second, you're humbled by the fact that you have a lot more growing up and learning to do. By your network's generosity in mentoring or teaching you, regardless of whether they do it deliberately or unintentionally, and by the lack of self-awareness and abundance of ego you've displayed in the past when you may have thought that you already had it all figured out and had arrived, But I haven't found a level yet personally, nor have I known a leader who's accomplished remarkable personal and professional success who doesn't still have someone that they admire and want to emulate, or still have growth goals that pull them out of bed each day. So let's recap. Networking up. How do you do it? Keep company with the big girls and boys, the wise ones, the high flyers, the real deals. With effort and intentionality, you will become the company that you keep. What are the 5 benefits of networking up? Learning opportunity, better accountability, source of inspiration, reason to stretch yourself, exercise in humility. Start small and stay consistent. You've got this, my friend.